Lowe's knows that saving is always top of mind, especially this season. That's why we've picked some great deals for early Black Friday. Get free select DeWalt, Cobalt, or Craftsman tools when you buy a select battery or combo kit. More tools? Why not? Plus, we've got select pre-lit artificial Christmas trees starting at $59.98 because it's never too early to think Christmas. Get Black Friday prices without the crowds. Lowe's, we help, you save. While supplies last, selection varies by location.
It's students in remote towns streaming global lectures in real time. It's you making big moves in London while chilling by the pool in Abeokuta. It's power, it's freedom, it's mounting a router outside and connecting it inside for super fast internet. It's Airtel 5G Smart Connect. Enjoy unlimited data for limitless living with Airtel 5G Smart Connect. Visit the nearest Airtel shop to get yours. Airtel.
When I wake up in the morning, I need something to help me start my day. Pick 4, 5, 6 has DHA. It helps my brain to grow. It helps me to be smart. Oh, my own milk, oh, Pick 4, 5, 6, yeah. My own milk, oh, Pick 4, 5, 6, yeah. My own milk, oh, Pick 4, 5, 6, yeah. My own milk, oh, Pick 4, 5, 6, yeah.
Mom, why do you always insist on buying Nasco cornflakes?
Because it is whole flakes, 100% cornflakes.
Fine black dress. Lock am down. This fridge cheap no be small o. Abeg lock am sharp sharp. You sure say make I no add skincare join? Lock am jo.
That's not what one of the ice is. Lock am. Power bank for mommy. Lock am. Put it on loud. Lock am.
Yes, so Jumia Black Friday don't land. Do pass yourself from October 31 reach December 1. Carry everything where you don't dey eye since with better awoof on top phones, electronics, clothes, house things, and plenty more.
Hey, lock am down. Lock am down. Lock am down. Lock am down.
Download Jumia app now. Jumia, joy delivered.
In the kitchen game, there are players and then Agba Ballers, MVP, Player of the Year, 10-0, no rival. Become an Agba Baller with the new improved Maggi chicken flavor, made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric to bring out your top game in the kitchen. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, my game changer.
Is that Alfie playing football in the rain?
It's Toby Chio.
My goodness.
When did he grow up?
That's it with kids, so.
It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development with the new NanKid 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. NanKid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
We talk about the big stories and more.
Nigeria's newly appointed service chiefs have officially assumed duty, promising fresh strategies.
It's not just a proposal.
Imagine a world without communication, a world without emergency calls, disconnected businesses, and unreachable families. Hello? Can anyone hear me? This is the reality we face when telecommunications masts and fiber optic cables are vandalized. These telecommunications assets are the lifeline of our communities. They keep us connected, informed, and safe. Every act of vandalism is a blow to our businesses, our banks, our schools, our hospitals. Let's stand together. Let's protect our networks. Dial 622 from any network or send an email protect@ncc.gov.ng to report any suspicious activity around telecommunications infrastructure. Our connection, our responsibility. This message is brought to you by the Mobile Network Operators and Towercos in collaboration with Nigerian Communications Commission.
Learn boss-level gameplay on YouTube with MTN YouTube Buffet Bundle. Binge your favorite gameplays till you master every move. Enjoy play-along clips with your faves and challenge runs like never before till you become the numero uno of gaming. See more, be more, spend less. Get over 4 hours of YouTube streaming for just 250 Naira or 10 hours for 600 Naira on the MTN YouTube Buffet Bundle. Dial *312*800# to start today and go make a difference.
Dailies today.
Dailies today.
On 99.3 Nigeria Info.
The 99.3 Nigeria Info. Lagos, good morning to you. Welcome to Dailies Today. That's right. Yes, we got the papers here. If you're watching online on Facebook and on YouTube, you can see the papers in my hands. And we're good. We're ready to go. I'm Sheriff Quadry.
And I'm Jimi Disu. Good morning.
Alrighty, so let's begin. Vanguard is our first paper, front page of Vanguard. Foreign lobbyists fueling genocide claims in Nigeria, FG.
Okay, so the situation is ongoing. The Nigerian government every day is trying to respond to what I consider a very heavy crisis. I read somewhere that the list for the ambassador, whatever, the appointment of ambassador has been dusted. I don't think we'll be seeing any ambassador in his position. Maybe the earliest time will be towards the end of the first quarter next year. That is probably about March. And I'd like to let you know how it goes. So the Senate hasn't approved. When the Senate approves, the ambassadors have to go for orientation. I think that will take another better part of 2 weeks or something like that. After they do that, then they'll have to, the process of them sending their letters of accreditation, and they cannot resume until they've been formally accepted and acknowledged by their host countries. I mean, so I hope the government would learn a lesson from this. There's so many things we hope the government would let us know. In the dispensation towards 2027, I'm sure that the President Tinubu would not try a Muslim ticket again. By now, he will realize that the world is very dynamic. Everything that you do must be well thought out, and just don't make assumptions. And it's not just about victory. It's not about winning the presidency. It's about contributing to society, so that after you've gone, what will people say of you? I'm going to be very blunt in my usual manner. The president has to be very careful. This scenario we're in doesn't look good. It doesn't look good, and there's something telling me if care is not taken, it could be taken out. It could be taken out. I'm not saying he should be, but if care is not taken, it could be taken out. It could be the one on the put on sacrifice for a resolution of all these things. The luck that the president has, if you ask me, is that Trump himself is not liked by too many people anyway, and not that respected. He's not that kind of president. But then again, probably a more person like Biden or whatever definitely wouldn't be saying, giving instructions to the Minister of War that we are going to invade, because that's what it is. We are going to invade another country, get the army ready, all these strong arm tactics. That's what it is. The president, what we heard was that the president would probably supposed to meet him at the G20 summit, whatever, and president was going to see him on the sides. He's no longer going for that G20. He has his own beef with the South Africans that they shouldn't be at the G20, and therefore he's not going. What my gut feeling tells me is that President Tinubu should not meet Trump in America on his own home front. However he's going to avoid it, he should. Because what could happen is completely unpredictable. I'm sure I'm just saying this for public knowledge. I'm sure President Tinubu himself knows within himself that after seeing what happened to Ramaphosa and so on, the last thing that he would contemplate is meeting Trump one-on-one. Now, if you have an appointment to meet him privately, you might get there and discover that it's a press conference. So I think that should be avoided. How we're going to go about it, I don't know. All kinds of things could happen if the president speaks. He could go bring out one file and embarrass the president completely, if you know what I mean. all kinds of things. And he's what I call a rough rider. He would go at anything. And President Tinubu needs to be careful, because I think one of the targets also could be to get him out of office. And to say that an attempt cannot happen would be living in denial. President is on a hot seat right now, and so this thing has to be handled carefully. So the federal government again issued a statement. They disclosed the neutralization of 13,500 terrorists, with 17,000 suspects arrested. The federal government says, okay, so we take note of the U.S. concerns about religious freedom violation. They move to resolve areas of misunderstanding via diplomatic channels, and that's where the Foreign Affairs Minister comes in. Festus Keyamo writes Trump. Festus Keyamo should keep out of this and keep to his ministry. You cannot even write Trump in your personal capacity. Face your own ministry and don't muddle up things. Don't muddle up things. That's part of the problem. Everybody now wants to see. You are a minister. Everything you say will be seen as a government whatever. And you are not the Minister of Foreign Affairs. So he should stick to his own area and let us handle this thing in an orderly manner. How does it sound? A minister from aviation, where did that come from? You know, and that's what happens. Everybody wants to please the president. They want to show concern, but you are making these issues more and more complicated. Festus Keyamo should stick to his visiting Airbus and doing his aviation thing and stay out of it. Senator Cruz vows to release names of officials involved in religious persecution. If you don't vow to release names, it will release the names. If you've gotten to a point where you said you are encouraging invasion of the country, release the names of those responsible and then see what the government will do. So we like Senator Cruz. Thank you very much, Ted Cruz. Thank you very much that you have the names. Can we please have those names publicly? If you really do want a resolution, don't use it as a threat weapon. You release the names. Abi Sharif. Then you won't dictate our foreign policy. The U.S. lawmaker has slammed China for saying that you won't dictate our U.S. policy. That is between U.S. and China. They can solve their problems between them. So that's essentially those are the developments. Some of the developments that we have got here, well, we hope that the government will tread carefully. But again and again, I still would say to my president, because look, whatever it is, Bola Tinubu is our president, is my president, and I really wouldn't pray for anything to happen to him in any manner. History is watching. He has to be very, very careful. And I'd like again to repeat, no overzealousness on the part of other people like Festus Keyamo. You have no business. Face your aviation. You're a minister. Once you're a minister, you lose your personal identity. And leave Tuga and those who he thinks he can work with to handle this thing gently. That's my resolution for today.
I'd like to ask your opinion about whether you think the military, especially the Chief of Defense Staff, should have said something.
It's a political thing. It's dangerous. See, whatever in diplomatic circles, there have been so many wrong things we have done. And we don't want to put our foot in it. So what we need now is a coordinated response. So that even if you were going to say something, it should be handed over to him. You say this, you say that. That's why I told the people like Festus Keyamo to keep out of it. So that we don't look like a bunch of disorganized people, which in truth we are. But it can be corrected.
Yeah.
Okay? It can be corrected. Let the diplomatic whatever, those who let them handle it. I'm sure at FEC meetings you can contribute whatever it is.
The reason I asked this question is because DSS has already said something about the trial of the massacre perpetrators, and they said that they are, trying them. They gave an update on it.
But was it in a direct response to what Trump said?
Yeah, because people have started bringing up all of the issues.
Oh, no. So what the DSS have done is to up their brief on what has been done. That's fine. I thought you were saying the chief of army staff should respond or whatever.
No, I'm talking about the security general.
Well, that's it. That's what the government has said now. The numbers of people killed and so on and so forth. To be honest with you, I would like a coordinated response. So that the chief of army staff is not saying anything different from the DSS, whatever. They should pull whatever they have, and they must have a lead.
Right.
There must be a lead person in all this. The Minister for Foreign Affairs, or maybe the Vice President. Occasionally, the President comes from back and says something. If he don't, because all other things that should have happened haven't been done, ambassadors and so on and this and that, and therefore we need to be careful. We need to. This situation, let me be honest with you, is very, very fragile, both for the country and for President Tinubu personally. It's very, very fragile. So this is not a time for friendship or loyalty or whatever. This is a time for coordination. Let everybody do his job and let everybody fall in line. I hope that we will not get some of the ministers or whatever granting interviews and gassing about one thing or the other. You won't get the Minister for Science and Tech now coming to talk about this.
Oh, yes, on Weekday.
Anybody who does that is disloyal to the president. That is it's because you are not helping him. You are not helping. If you have any opinion to give, pass it through the channels to so that we can tidy up this thing and let it tide over, hopefully, over time. Because this thing, you know what they call Aaron Radiye. Can you transfer? Nobody will know peace.
That's right.
The issues, yes, we acknowledge. The issues, yes, we know. But the way it was going to go is not the best way it should go about it. Ultimately, if God forbid, if there's an armed whatever it is, and the threat is put, it comes to, which I don't think it will. But if it does, bullets don't know Christians from Muslims. They don't know short men from dark men. They don't know, and you never know where it could go. So let's be careful. And I think that in terms of awareness now has been achieved. And I would hope that the federal government itself would do something to remedy some of these things.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Let's move on to the Daily Trust newspaper. Contractors protest at National Assembly for second day.
It doesn't look good. Again, it doesn't look good. These are contractors who have done jobs for the government, some of them since 2024. It says here that indigenous contractors, they were protesting at the National Assembly yesterday, lamenting that what they termed the failure of the government to pay them for projects executed since 2024. They blocked the main entrance. They blocked the main entrance to the National Assembly, forcing lawmakers, staff, and visitors to seek alternative routes. Many staff and visitors were forced to walk a long distance to access the Parliament's building. The contractors who spoke to the Daily Trust lamented that the prolonged non-payment by the federal government had left many of their members bankrupt. Yes, some of them took loans, forcing them to sell their houses with others sick and in some cases dead. The photographs are here. It just doesn't look good at all. One of the representatives said our members are over 10,000 that are being owed. Some have projects worth 8 billion, 20 billion, 500 million. Many of us can't even feed our families. We can't transport ourselves from one point to the other. These are people who used to be employers of labor, now reduced to beggars. Okay? I would imagine if you're a construction company, how do you pay your staff if you've not been paid? And as we speak, the warrant has not been cash banked. That is a warrant of 760 billion. We will remain on the streets until all contractors are paid. In the history of this country, no president has had a budget he couldn't fund. This is the first time we are seeing such. We build projects but can't pay our rent. We will remain here as long as they refuse us. They said that they are not asking for favors, they're asking for their rights, what they have worked for. Engineer John Olatiru, one of them, said, I'm a civil engineer and I've handled 3 different projects for the federal government. I constructed a road for NDDC in Yenagua. The project was commissioned with pomp and pageantry, but up to now, they have not been paid. He's been owed 360 million. And there are lots of them. Mrs. Ngozi Bekwe said, we did our jobs the way they wanted, but they have refused to pay us. I personally borrowed money to execute my project. Most nights, I can't sleep. I don't think Mr. BK too will be sleeping. When my phone rings, my heart thumps, thinking it's my creditor. Obieke narrated how she struggled to pay off part of her debt while watching her colleagues lose everything. There's a member who lost his house. He used to be a landlord, he's now a tenant because of the loan he took to complete a government project. I've always said that I had nothing to do with government. This thing is not. It's not the first time we'll be hearing stuff.
No, it's not.
It's quite common, and that is why the cost at which we do projects is so high. If I'm going to do a project of the project cost, let's say 10 billion, and I think about 100 million profit or thereabout should be okay. I wouldn't do that. If it's rolling is 10, I said 10 billion. I'll be asking for 16. Because by the time the money comes, all kinds of interest. And don't forget, this thing is also there.
What's that?
TB now.
Yes.
TB is there.
Yes.
And TB is taken up front.
Exactly.
It's taken up front.
By the time they remove TB, what is left there would be barely enough to even do the project effectively to standard step.
Like all other ministers have said before him, the Minister for Finance and the Economy, Wale Edun, disclosed in Abuja during stakeholder engagement that there will be no more contracts without cash backing. I've been hearing this since the days of Jonathan.
Let's go take a look at our next story. By the way, you can watch us on Facebook and on YouTube. Nigeria Info 99.3 is how you can watch on Facebook and on YouTube. That's right, Nigeria Info 99.3 on Facebook and on YouTube. Let's take this story here on page 8 of the Vanguard newspaper. Senate mauls stiffer penalty for persons ripening fruits with harmful chemicals. The story here is on page 8 of the Vanguard newspaper.
I think those who are involved in this exercise should be charged for attempted manslaughter. Because as it is now, you are advised. 2 fruits I know that are being ripened with chemicals that is very, very common now are bananas and pineapple. Bananas and pineapple. You can't get any good banana to eat. And what they're doing is, of course, these chemicals are cancer-driven. And
can
so
expose one to cancer.
It can expose one to cancer. And so, for those who are doing it, you better listen now. The Senate said the truth through its relevant committees, amend extant laws to prescribe stiffer punishment for persons found guilty of ripening fruit. Let me speak to them in pidgin. I beg my brothers, all you people where they ripen these fruits, where they put chemical for fruits, because I want to make it ripe quick. You now go to jail. Trust me, you will go to jail. And some of you will be charged. If left to me, they should do it in such a way that you are charged for attempted murder. I don't know why. The same thing. Even tomatoes and all these things, sometimes they are ripened with chemicals. Fake drugs, fake this, fake that, because you want to make money at the expense of the life of other Nigerians. Nigerians, you better be careful. You should be real careful of the fruits that you buy. Even in the big supermarkets, they are not exempted from this exercise.
Indeed.
So you have to be very, very careful. It's a full page.
Oh, okay.
Go on.
Oh, okay. All right. Appointment page. All right. On page, that's 36 of the Vanguard.
Okay, so this is a new thing we want to do. Each time we come here, we all talk about politics. We want to do some business related, at least give you some business news to know who is doing what. For example, this is the appointment page. It comes up every Thursday in Vanguard, and it tells us who is where. So if you know, as Nigeria now, if your person did there, So Quadry has appointed Mrs. Folake Gudipe as an executive director, in Quadry. Pana Holdings has announced key leadership positions, names Maduagu, George Toyon, Igila as executive director and VP. All these people are women. Congratulations, I want now find women at that. Look, women. Congratulations to the women. They're getting real key appointments. Mrs. Olufunke Oduwole is now the 68th president of International Women's Society in Nigeria. Of course, it has to be a woman. Would a man be the 68th president of the International Women's Society of Nigeria? Do you have any man you want to recommend?
You now.
But it cannot be me. Let us recommend Senator.
Why?
No, it's Regina's husband. What's his name? Senator
Ned Nwoko.
Ned Nwoko, yes. He should go and be the president.
Why Ned?
I have my reasons. It's different. Congratulations to Mrs. Oduwole. Also, Consolidated Hallmark has announced Tope Ilesanmi as the new MD and CEO of Chi Life. Of Chi Life Assurances. Congratulations to and hey, Nigeria is a good place, so I tell you. I won't give my comments on this one. Hadi Sirika has become the chairman of the governing council of Umaru Musa Yar'Adua University in Katsina. Hadi Sirika, the previous aviation minister. Do you have any comment to make?
No comment.
No comment.
Yeah, maybe.
But Nigeria is a wonderful country. He will serve as a very good example for the students of this. They will look up to him.
They will. They will learn from him.
I know. Let them just look. Look. Fella has a song called "Look and Laugh."
To the Daily Trust, page 11 of the Trust. Lagos Speaker's son takes over Agege local government as chair resigns.
Yes, that's the story we had yesterday that we couldn't take, and it's in the papers today. As of yesterday, the man was sick. Today, he has resigned. As far as I'm concerned, there's a conspiracy somewhere. Let me be very clear. It is possible that the gentleman himself is well accepted by the people. I don't know, but but there's something that is beginning to worry me. A new trend about our politicians, our elite, and their children. So they want to pass over all the benefits to them, which is legitimate. It is left for us as a people to accept it, because this gentleman was voted for somehow. Okay, and so the new chairman of Agege local government is Ganiu Vinod Obasa, who is the son of the speaker. So let us just say that politics now has become and sons and daughters and children. The people I feel sorry for in all this, especially, are these politicians who go daily for meetings, for whatever. Have you ever asked yourself, you that you contribute so much to the party, you've been in the party for so long and everything, how is your aspiration being fed? Are you just comfortable with going for meetings, taking a loaf of bread and Monday time walk and whatever? Is this the way we are going to play politics in this country? This is not the guy, like I said, it happens to be the son of Obasa now. But we are beginning to have problems with children of our leaders. Weekday, the minister for what? For
FCT.
FCT was seen at an official function in Dubai with his two sons. The president's son now, the president's son and the president's daughter. Is this the new thing that we have to contend with? Of course, you all know about the president's son, and you all know about the president's daughter. We don't need to expand it or to be shy about it. But it is another dangerous trend that has to be checked. And as usual, some supporters have said, the children of George Bush, the children... No. If you look at it very well, they were moving in on their own individual teams. They were moving on their own... It's the first time in Nigeria you have a son attending the cabinet meeting. And the dad did not even have the strength of character to tell him to walk out. He had to make a public announcement that, it's only those who are supposed to be at the meeting that should be at the meeting. What is wrong with us as a people? The way we run ourselves and the way we run our affairs, see where it has gotten us. But I wish the guy good luck. If the people of Agege are happy with him, so be it.
We're going to leave it here this morning. We have to go.
We finished.
We have to go. We really have to go now. But you're back at 9.
Yes, the SSA
Digest.
infrastructure is going to give us... There was a stakeholders meeting yesterday.
Okay.
So it's going to tell us what has been agreed for our listeners along that axis.
Okay. All right. Lagos, thank you for being a part of this, but please do not go anywhere. Kofi would return in a moment for the morning crossfire. Stay with us, please.
Just imagine, say this obodo was so where to communicate with your people no just day. Plus, where you no fit even shout for help. Business go they jam like hold up for Oshodi, and family they find each other like needle for inside sand. Now waiting they happen with this. Anytime they vandalize our telecom mast and fiber optic cables. All this telecom equipment no be ordinary pole and wire. Now our lifetime, now be this so. Them they connect us, them they inform us, and they protect us. If them break them, no be only signal go vanish. Schools, hospitals, banks, and even your small POS business they collect. Make we join body protect our network. If you see any report am sharp. Dial 622 or send email go protect@ncc.gov.ng. If everybody guide the port, soup no go burn. Our connection, our responsibility. This message now from mobile network operators and tower companies with support from the Nigerian Communications Commission.
Guy, how far? You watch that game?
I did. Oh boy, that goal, eh? Hey.
Make I call you back. My airtime go soon finish. Sorry, I forget I get extra 3 minutes to talk.
I wonder why you hold a cut call. When na MTN better gist they use. Me, I still enjoy my free 2,100 airtime on top my new MTN SIM.
Yes, so get 3 minutes extra on MTN Better Gist. Text BG to 312 to collect your own awoof.
Your opinions in your voice. Join the conversation on Nigeria's first talk radio station.
It is the police and the law enforcement agents you have endangered.
What does this tell you as a Nigerian?
Go to court is part of the corrupt architectural structure.
Somebody will see 100 billion and
Our conversation captures everything that makes a great conversation.
Nigerian English is not exactly standard English.
It will only produce results if we have judges that have fear of God.
Many women may not realize they are anemic until it's quite severe.
When you say that this factory, is it that they used to build industry? Why there is a fault? Why? And who will help the citizens? Who will see us?
Nigeria's #1 talk radio station, 99.3. Let's talk.
It's 8:00.
The news update on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
The news at 8 on 99.3 Nigeria Info. The federal government is again urging resident doctors to return to work. Health Minister of State Dr. Isaac Sako says the government is addressing their 19-point demand, and issues beyond the ministry's mandate have been sent to other agencies. It's promising a peaceful resolution soon. The acting national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, Umar Damagum, says a ruling by the Oyo State High Court, or by a High Court in Oyo State, has cleared the party to hold its 2025 National Convention. Speaking at a Board of Trustees meeting in Abuja, Damagum called the decision a victory for democracy and is urging party members to unite. The court also directed INEC to monitor the convention. The Senate has passed a bill to curb sexual harassment in schools and tertiary institutions. The bill sets clear penalties for offenders and outlines reporting procedures to protect students. Deputy Senate President Barrow Jibrin says it will stop abuse of power by educators. The bill moves to the next legislative stage.